Welcome back. Let's discuss about Pluto. I'm going to scan Pluto in Capricorn and Pluto in Aquarius because this is going to take the path of the next years, as the majority of you watching this video, and hopefully this course will be running at least until the end of Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is spending around 14 years in one sign, and as we are in Pluto in Capricorn, we are in the last degrees of Capricorn, recording this video in July 2022. Pluto entered to Capricorn in 2007-8, and we received it with recession in the world and subprime crisis. A lot of people lost their home due to huge leveraging of mortgages and non-good structure of banks and government. And we are ready to end this phase of Pluto in Capricorn. So Pluto is the very far planet that is speaking about our evolution, because this is why it needs so much time in one sign to design the collective consciousness, where we are going, what we become. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, is dealing with all what isn't seen, what is hidden. And when Pluto is in Capricorn, the sign of ruled by Saturn, the sign of structure, is all about the corruption and the hidden agendas of the structure, meaning government as we know them today, and also the structure of our life, how we based our belief system and how we based our worries and responsibility for many years. Pluto was the last time in Capricorn in this degree we are now, in the time of the independence war of the US, and this unveiled the corruption of the English Empire, and the American people rebelled and claimed their independence. This happened in the last degrees, very last degrees of Capricorn as we are now. As I explained in the class of Neptune, so usually we are feeling the intensity message of the planet when it arrives to the last degrees, because the mission must be completed. And since Pluto entered to Capricorn in 2008, and we saw the market plunge, and then 2009 started a rally that generally lasted until 2021, should unveil to us what was leveraged, the investment that were used in a manipulative way on to abuse people and the funds of people, and specific white people, because the structure, which is Saturn, Capricorn, is the opposite of Cancer. So Cancer is the people, the civilians. So we saw already from 2020, as Saturn met with Pluto in Capricorn, how the COVID came to the world and exposed so much extreme of taking advantage of their agenda in the last 10 years, and to control people and to make more money for the big companies and to maintain their structure. This is about to end into 2023-2024. Pluto will enter to Aquarius first time in March, April 2023, and then we'll have a retrograde phase back to Capricorn. Then we'll enter back to Aquarius. Again, as I've just mentioned, and mentioned again in Neptune class, from the Earth point of view, the sidereal astrology, this is a gap of 23 degrees, so we may continue feeling the Pluto in Capricorn in a way, but energetically and conscious wise, it's already, as the tropical astrology, will move to Aquarius. So what Aquarius rules? First of all, Aquarius is also by the ancient ruled by Saturn, so it's about the structure and structure on technologies and all the AI that we are seeing, the space and all what is above the limit of what we consider to be reality. The Aquarius sign is where we are speaking about humanity, not just people and civilians, but humanity in like the concept of one world government, and we saw it already applied since the COVID, the agenda to there, all the world giving the same rules, the same conditions, and people to behave the same according to same code with mask or with other application of this. So Pluto in Aquarius is a period that we will need to see the hidden of the above of the paradigm. What is in the space? What is all the news from NASA? We may unveil a lot of power, interest, and manipulation between countries to control the space and satellites. It's all about now who will have more control on not just resources but on data. And this is all what started already with the COVID is related to collecting data, feeding a big mega computer in order to create something superior, sort of entity to control the masses. And this is on the same time giving people the signal to use the same energies in exposing our interpersonal, above our personal needs, what is our mission and how to use our genius and to be a creator, that we could use our frequency and potency of our brain, of our cellular, of our hormones through through food, through connection, and with synergy between people, different people that connected to the same heart of the thing or the same idea of thing. And this is going to be a very interesting period of purging allies that were here to control in a non-fair way population, and on the same time the expose of our power as humanity to unify and to break through. This will expose the ability of the hacking or hack the jailbreaking by going above our limitations and using our genius and using astrology and all what hidden. They will try to use the science to control the space, but we will need to be able to expose the wisdom of astrology. So this course is very beneficial coming in this time, and life educated me for so long, boiled me to arrive to a moment to share all my knowledge with you, giving it through a system. As we are just Pluto in Capricorn, preparing for Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, we're going to discuss in the next class. Both Scorpio and Aquarius considered to be the world axis. This is it's a fixed quality, and where we are getting so transformative planets in the mixed, it's also helping us to predict very extreme period in the world. And we are speaking until the level of almost toward 2040, extreme 2038, extreme period in the world and changes and humanitarian paradigm shift in all dimension, and also to the positive side of how we are using our high vibrational potency, using technology, using using knowledge that is celestial knowledge in a way. But because in the first part of this Pluto in Aquarius, it's also going to be Neptune in Aries, this feels like that people will use their individuality in order to be part of a collective. Like, people are part of big corporation, also explaining that corporations are going to rule the world instead of government. What we are seeing now, Pluto ending Capricorn, this is end of government, the regular way we saw control in the world, and will give the power to decentralized entities like big companies. That's what ruled Aquarius, that are part of technologies. Will replace banks, will replace other centralized ways of control, and will expose also the power of them for the positive and for the negative. So this is what I had to share with you about Pluto in both Capricorn and Aquarius, just to give a slight hint to what will come next when Pluto will go to Pisces. So Pisces is loss, Pisces is end of process, and this will transform water energy. This will show what is happening in places that were discriminated, poverty, and will expose the lies. It will expose so many lies that remained in the world of humanity. This will be like the final phase passage toward the era of Aquarius that we in our life will not fully experience. We are just experiencing the exit of Pisces era out of the Bible and belief system and victimization and shame, to a place that we will be very much ready to own our potency and our identity and our unique being, sexually and spiritually and mentally. Will be very interesting to see the collapse of all what was merged and unified, and it will expose the hidden things out of chaos. But this is for another generation, Pluto in Pisces almost. And with this, I'll close this class. I'll see you for another short class about Uranus.